They didn't clap. Not when I tried. Not when I stayed up all night just to prove a point. Not when I kept showing up with a voice no one heard. Instead, they looked away. They shrugged. They asked, "Are you still doing that thing? Like passion has an expiry date?" At first, I thought maybe they were right. After all, who was I? Just a girl with a dream and barely any support. But even in my doubt, I couldn't walk away. Sometimes I showed up because I didn't know what else to do. Other times I showed up because I had no one else to lean on. But eventually, I showed up because deep down I believed there was more in me than they could see. Their silence kept screaming. While I was waiting for claps, I got quiet rooms while I poured my heart out. They scrolled past it like it didn't matter. Still, I stayed, and then I grew. Truth is, it wasn't easy. Some days I felt invisible. Other days, I almost convinced myself to quit. However, something always pulled me back. Maybe God, maybe grit, maybe both. Slowly, I started creating not for applause but for healing. Gradually, I began to show up for me, not for them. And eventually, the seeds I planted in silence began to bloom. The same people who didn't believe in me started to mention my name. Suddenly, I was someone worth remembering, and now they tell everyone they knew me back then. They say, "He used to live down the street. We went to school together. I always knew she had it in her." But the truth, they didn't. They didn't see the nights I cried asking God if I was still on the right path. Nor did they hear the doubts in my own voice. They didn't witness the late nights, the lost friendships, the broken confidence. Yet through it all, I stayed. Because one thing I've learned, belief isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a whisper you have to follow when no one else does. Now, when they talk, I listen and smile, not because I need their validation, but because I remember what it took to stand here today. In the end, their disbelief built my discipline. Their silence taught me how to clap for myself, and their absence showed me how to never give up on me. So yes, one day, the people who didn't believe in you will tell everyone how they met you, how they know you, how they have grown together with you. Let them talk. Let them tell their stories. Let your journey be the proof. And while they speak, you'll keep walking, not for their approval, but because you already know who you are.